Hey everybody, Mac and Damer here for OCR Kings, and we've been gifted a
Yeah.
fantastic sit rep by our friend David Best. This is for the 2025 Trifecta World Championship. This was in West Virginia. Uh,
Yes.
he starts off with a quote, Damer. You wanna jump right in?
Well, I mean, it's an absolute classic from John Denver, Country Roads. Take me
Absolutely.
home to the place where I belong, West Virginia. That's right. This was in the wonderful state of West Virginia.
Absolutely. He was
Uh,
where was this? In
Glen Jean
Glenjean?
to be exact, or also at the Summit, which is a giant kind of Boy Scouts of America facility. The Summit Betchel Reserve. I may be saying that.
Nicely done. Yeah, looks correct.
We'll say the Summit for short.
Wow, spanning over 10,000 acres. We were talking about some prospects of purchasing property down there.
Yep.
Anybody has any insights as to that and want to check in, please leave a comment. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It really helps to grow the channel, is greatly appreciated. And commenting only extends the conversation, keeps things going. So if you're in, around, from, or been to West Virginia and you'd like to check in on the land down there, let's taking a look and
Yeah,
thinking about
definitely
making a
interested.
purchase.
I now have a daughter who lives in West Virginia, so this one has been on my bucket list for a long time. Wasn't really too interested in the championship weekend with the timing. Wasn't good. Knew it would be nuts, but David Best was there to report, and he gave us a very excellent
Detailed. We'll
detail.
provide a
Yes.
link to his unabridged sit rep
Yeah.
on our blog. So that look for a link in the description below. And we weren't able to be there, but it sounds like there was an interesting group of folks who were at this event. The folks from Europe. We'll get to them in a little bit. I've got some ideas about some creative editing. Let's see if we can sneak in something. But he said there were a total of over 8,000 Spartans that competed over the 3-day event, excuse me, which included a sprint on Friday.
Yep.
So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah, so a
Awesome.
sprint on Friday. They started at noon, a super and an open sprint on Saturday, and then a beast on Sunday to conclude the race weekend. That's pretty cool. You and I have talked about I would always love for a nighttime sprint.
That'd be awesome.
I
Yeah,
just think that would be you would who wouldn't want to do the sprint? I do it during the day, and then why not go and do it again at night and put
right.
some lights up on the obstacles? Just make such a different vibe.
Hey, Spartan, there are a ton of Connecticut ski mountains that are hurting. And hey, ski mountains in Connecticut, there's this thing
Yeah.
called Spartan Race that you could
Yeah, I
run
know. You
in the
you better
summer.
you better reach out. Yeah.
Yeah. Turn on the lights on one trail. Let us go up and down a million times. I think it would be fantastic. Definitely a night race, Damer. You are spot on. We did one of those for Tough Mudder not too long ago, and
Yep.
that was awesome.
And that was
So,
awesome.
and
Yep.
speaking of awesome, I guess David wasn't sure about this race at first, but in caps here, he says he loved it. All right.
Yeah.
He, in a
Yes.
perfect world, he writes, he wishes that all of these Spartan race weekends could be done in the same manner.
Yeah,
Excellent.
the whole Friday, Saturday, Sunday deal. Yep. I mean, I mean, it could be tough with work and people moving around, but if you
Right.
have the opportunity,
Yes, if
I
you've got the
highly,
means. So he also decided to run in the age group competitive division as he thought lightning could strike, and who knows, maybe he could podium at the World Championship. Spoiler alert, so
how'd that
says
go?
he. Lightning did not strike, but
Yes.
he didn't come in last in his age group
Well,
either.
he's out
So,
there. David's pushing
right,
hard. Yes.
he's a machine. So, of the venue, travel information, and opening ceremonies. Wow, this sounds like the
Oh,
Olympics
yeah.
already. West Virginia isn't the most traveled to state in our country, so direct flights to Charleston are limited. He was lucky to find a direct flight from Orlando, Florida to
That's pretty
Charleston, West
that's
Virginia.
pretty good.
That's pretty
That
good.
was our biggest hang up was just getting
How the
there.
hell do you get there? And he was
Yeah.
on Breeze Airlines. We're going to be flying Breeze Airlines, as a matter of fact. I've
Yes.
never done that before. I am
Yes.
practicing my martial arts
Getting ready to
just
fight.
just in case. I've been known to strike up a heated conversation in a parking lot or two, especially when trying to get into a Spartan event and people are cutting in front of me. But I digress. Let's see how we do on the plane. Maybe we won't even get there. The air marshals will escort us off, and David
Just,
will be
just
looking to you for a sit rep for
that's
Central Florida.
that's why we're not sitting together.
That's right. Maybe one of us could make it.
That's right.
Designated survivor. Very nice. Okay, so he writes of the opening ceremony. They included an athlete briefing, an introduction of the elite athletes, a parade of nations, as well as a virtual map of the sprint course they were supposed to tackle on Friday. Interesting.
Yeah,
Parade of Nations. Cool.
that's right. Very official. I was like, David, if you have any video of that, I'd actually like to
Yeah.
see something. So if you got anything, send it along. If anyone does, if anyone was there, has any cool pics of that, that's cool. Because I know they always go big in Greece, and this is the first time that it hasn't been in Greece.
Or
So
it hasn't been in a long, long time or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I'm looking at its sheet here. A total of 28 nations were represented, with 5% of the racers being elite, 47 being in the age group category, and 48 competing in the open category. And
yeah.
only one nation that was represented there was 2-0 on the World War stage. He didn't write that. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Champions, undefeated. Well, it is West Virginia. That's the coal state.
Yep.
So very America.
Very Merca,
Right on.
and rightfully so, and hell yeah. So 75% of the participants were men and 25% were women. Wow, that's like what, 3-1?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
looking for a second husband, perhaps. That is the event to go to. I'm talking age group terms. Come on.
That's
We're
right.
having a good time here, guys. After the opening ceremony was over, he was off to Beckley, West Virginia, and the hotel to prepare for the coming race weekend. The trip from Charleston to Beckley takes about 90 minutes, and it's an easy ride on the interstate. Okay, that's cool. Just to
Yeah.
warn you, West Virginia loves to collect tolls along the route, and there are 2 toll booths along the way. Beckley itself has many hotel and dining options, which make it pretty convenient since the place that he stayed is only a 20-minute ride to the
Yeah.
summit.
That's right.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, so here he kind of gets into race weekend specifics. It kind of starts off just saying that Friday sprint, which began at noon. So he recommended hitting the merch tent early for championship swag if that's something you're into. He did. He's glad he did. It's like entry into the venue area began at 11 a.m. Friday, and he was the very first person in line.
nice. Oh my, I'm scanning ahead here. He
Yep.
said that within an hour, the championship venue swag was gone. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
get your
insane.
stuff
Yeah,
early.
that's a big deal. Yep.
And whether or not the swag is there or gone, there's a fixture at these Spartan races who was there. I see
Yes.
right. He was worried about after his injury to his knee, which we covered in another sit rep. We'll provide a link to that also in the description below. He hurt himself in Idaho. He was not certain that he was going to be able to perform, but have no fear. Rocco with
Yes.
Spartan Athlete Services hooked him up.
Yes.
Excellent.
And he even reached out to Rocco kind of prior to the event, and Rocco's, yeah, like, relax. I
He,
gotcha.
yeah, and you're paraphrasing, are you not, Damer?
Yeah, yes.
If you've ever heard Rocco speak, he does not mince his words. He's very direct, he's
If you
very
don't,
honest, and he's
if you
very
don't,
accurate too.
if you don't need his services, he is an absolute awesome
Just,
guy and
just,
just a character and
yeah,
just
yeah.
worth sharing some words with.
Hell yeah. Go see Rocco at Athlete Services.
Yep.
He's a
So
good
Rocco
dude.
helped
Yeah.
helped him up with some taping, soaking session, red light treatments, and had David running like a well-oiled machine. So well done, Rocco. And I was like, well done to continue operating in
Hell
peak
yeah.
performance there, David.
So he's talking about, and I've got a theme that's going to be carried on from our last sit rep. He goes, they started with the 4 foot wall to the footbridge, the bridge. So
That's
more bridges. Seems like that's a thing with Spartan this year. Very good. I guess you
well,
crawl across the bridge into the corral. All right.
okay. Yep.
Over unders, all of these things that, the tried and true, the stuff that we all know and love and or don't love so much.
Yep, very, very typical Spartan flair, barbed wire crawl, hurdles, sandbag carry, rolling mud, slip wall. Kind of talks about a little bit of a spear throw.
I see spear throw number two too. So it looked like they doubled down on the spears, at least for one of the longer races. Missed on the sprint. There were 2 spear throw obstacles on the beast course.
Uh,
All right. I think I would rather see 2 spears than 7 barbed wire crawls.
that's
Uh,
true, which
that's
is
what
what
we're looking at this coming weekend
we
down
will be
Central
enjoying.
Florida.
But
Yeah.
shortly after spear throw number two, it was like he actually came across the laser pistols again. Yes.
Laser tag. It's hotter than ever.
So he last did those in Jacksonville. You and I have failed to see those just yet.
Yep.
But
I failed to see the value. You
yeah.
know, oh, sorry, not a laser pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, so it
So,
says stand behind the table, put 3 shots in the black part of the target in 30 seconds before moving on. Unfortunately, he went 2 for 3.
oh, okay. So my advice to the Spartan shooters: you don't want to
Yeah,
do it this way.
that's right.
And
Yeah.
maybe two hands on.
Yeah, maybe a little support.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Change it up a little bit. And I think the laser pistol thing speaks a little bit more to our European friends who were across the pond here. I've seen that, I think, a little bit more over there. But maybe we can send them back with the laser pistols. We'll keep the chain carry. So that
Yeah,
I think we
yeah, that's right.
inherited that from them. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
Yep. He talks about monkey bars being even more aggressive with the spacing between
Oh, wow.
bars. So that would certainly be interesting for um,
Sure.
a shorter person just with the lack of reach. So if that's the case, then you really better be getting that momentum of your swing, just your body moving.
Yeah, we've talked about it before too. If you can't give us new obstacles, you could change up the ones that you have. So
Yeah.
that's a change up. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
I see the rules for this race stated the racers climb to the top, ring the bell in, controlled fashion, and then, lower things back to the ground, no dropping from high heights. You know what I'm saying? I guess you
Yeah,
can't
right.
fall off the things. The European folks, quote, they were incensed they couldn't just drop it like they do in the European races. Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay. Well, you're not in Europe, my friends.
that's right.
So maybe you'd prefer to speak Russian. No? Okay. Anywho, I digress. So chain carry, different configurations, blah 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 blah. The
Oh,
sprint was just a chain. The super was a chain with a cord in the middle. Okay, so you had
oh
a
yeah, to
duck
duck
under.
under
That's cool. And the
and the
beast was
beast.
a chain and sandbag carry.
Okay, interesting.
I like that too. A little bit more challenging
Yep.
stuff, mixing it up. Excellent. Good job, Spartan.
Yep. So even the multi-rig says that they switched out their flare on the multi-rig. Sprint had the ring pipe back to rings, and then on the Super Beast it had rings, pipe, and then ending with ropes before you ring the bell. So that's cool. Like
That's
just
pretty cool.
switch it up quick.
And he said that he was happy, as I would have been too, at the Herc hoist. He heard no bags dropping
Yeah,
and making bomb holes.
that's right.
Technically, that's a failure. You're not supposed to do that.
Not supposed to do that.
Yeah,
That's right.
and it's obnoxious. So I guess they had a fire jump to end the race, and the alley leading to the fire jump was lined with all of the flags of the participating nations. Okay, that is cool. I was
Yep.
being flippant and cheeky before, but I'm glad to see that it's a worldwide event and everybody
That's
was
right.
represented. That's cool. So, final thoughts and recommendations, Damer. He said it was a very enjoyable experience to participate in this World Championship, but he'll tell you that wasn't a West Virginia race.
Yes,
He,
yes, that's right. He says he's done West Virginia 3 times now, and this was his words, a pedestrian race compared to the other two.
oh, wow. Okay.
So David saw online that a Spartan racer took the map of the race in Greece last year and compared it to the elevation of this one, and they are very similar. So that's understandable. It was like you're kind of keeping what you've been expecting at the World Championships for years, and you're trying to keep it in the same ballpark.
Right. If anybody knows West Virginia events from days gone by, certainly way more hilly,
Yeah,
mountainous
it can
almost
be,
even.
yes. Yeah, just like the whole state. It's
Yep.
like,
Which if you're not from or haven't been, you might find that surprising. But yeah, that is typical. All right. So it wasn't up, I guess, to the standard of his friend, and the as he
yeah,
describes him, Spartan tormentor, Darth Vader, aka
yeah,
Tyler Andrew Spencer, I guess,
yes.
course director who
Course,
was,
course director, designer, creator.
yep,
Yes, was not a part of this one.
sadist.
Yeah,
So you can only assume they cut down the elevation as there were more obstacles than normal on the Spartan race course. Okay, after the Beast race was completed on Sunday, Spartan held their award and closing ceremonies, and they were all very well done. Excellent. The only recommendations he could make for future championship events is to, and now in caps, order more
yeah,
championship
yeah. Good.
swag.
All right.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
All right.
Note to Spartan. Make some more cash.
The other, he said, is to not listen to a few European racers whine that it's not how it's done in Europe. You are not there. All right. It's not my words. They're right
Yep.
on the sheet. Okay. You're in the good old US of A. And if you don't like how we do it, then don't attend. Sit home on your sofa, drinking wine and eating goat cheese.
That's right.
I thought I was going for it.
And
David really laid it down, man.
and earning 20%.
The editing is the best part, isn't it?
That's right.
Oh
So
my goodness.
he's talking about David's competing in the age group division. He says, "I'm glad I did it once, but never again."
Okay.
Entered the corral for the sprint. He was looking at the other racers, all with very serious looks on their faces. Yep. Dark Knight, Heath Ledger character comes to mind. It was like, why is everyone so serious? So,
So yeah, I guess that's fine. He did it. Bucket list, check that box, and
yeah,
now
that's
he's
cool. Yep.
moving on. He said he's going to be moving off to Seattle and Spartan Pan American World Championship race weekend. Awesome.
All right, very cool. Yep, David, I'm jealous. I was like, probably should have did that one. Wish that worked
Yes.
out.
So until his next report, this has been your OCR Kings reporter at large, David Best, bringing you all the best Spartan offers us. Awesome. Thank you, David Best, so much. We're looking forward to seeing you down in Central Florida, my friend.
Yeah, definitely.
We hope to see a lot of people down there. If you do see us, come over, say hello, hang out, talk. It'll be super fun. Hopefully, like Tom says, this will be
Yes.
a victory lap
Yes,
down there.
definitely not so serious.
That's right. If we don't see you, remember, folks, as always, train hard.
Have fun.